What's up, you guys? How's it going? Angel from Double M here, and today we're gonna talk about some next matchups to make after UFC Fight Night, Apex. I don't know like what they're called, but Cannoneer versus Rodriguez. Before we get with that, if you guys are new here, be sure to subscribe, hit that like button. Any interaction with the channel helps me grow, and I greatly appreciate it. But after that little plug, let's get into the meat of the video. So first fight I would like to make first is Walter Walker. His name is always kind of confusing for me because it's literally like I want to say Walter Walker, but then it's Walter. But I digress. He had a very good win against Dontel Mays. First round submission, almost like heel hooks are now his specialty. Good to see. Happy for him. Now he's going to be ranked. And as for who I want to see him fight against, since he's now ranked, I think he should fight someone bigger up the rankings. He's probably going to take the number 15 spot. I think fighting Kennedy and Jukuku probably not going to be like the best thing for him schedule wise. I was thinking maybe by Parkin, but he's going to fight already. So the next guy up, Waldo Cortez Acosta. I feel like this fight makes sense. The last thing I remember about this guy is that he pretty much blobbed on what was that guy's name? Something do Spain, the very tall guy with blonde hair that everyone was highly touting, and ended up just losing. It's kind of sad, to see hype be lost like that, but happens. But I think this fight makes sense. I think it'd be very fun little main what would you call it, like to close a prelim on a pay-per-view, something like that. Nothing that crazy, but could lead to something. But yeah, I'll leave it at that. The next fight, obviously, Gabriel Bonfim. Very good submission in the second round. Put Kals Williams to sleep. Sensational win for him. And now this is 2 in a row. I don't know if he deserves to be in the rankings next, but Neil Magny unfortunately isn't in the rankings anymore. But I feel like this is a pretty good fight for him. To take Neil Magny and Gabriel. Well, this is Gabriel. Yeah, Gabriel. Both of these guys pretty much some grapplers, get some striking going. So maybe Neil Magny won't get more CTE, but if Gabriel can get past them, maybe it's time for a top 15 slot. But yeah, makes sense to me. Then Angela Hill, shout out Angela Hill, man. W fight. I was very happy to see her win. She was really putting it on her. Yeah, she just did her stuff. Congratulations, she's like my auntie. Gotta be more proud. But I was trying to find some fights for her, and a majority of things I had kind of thought for her were, well, rematches. I don't want to see a rematch like damn many people, and then next up you pretty much just had people who are, in my opinion, too far for her to rematch, like top 7 or whatever. But there is one person who I thought would be kind of good, and that's Gillian Robertson. They haven't fought. They're right next to each other. Both pretty good time in their career to fight. So, if you need a woman fight to fill up some slot on a card, hopefully not pay-per-view, let's get this done. It makes sense for both of them. Let's get it. Then we have Jose Miguel Delgado. UFC's debut. Very excited for him. I don't know. I sense greatness in this man, so hopefully he can do something. And so I matched him up with Felipe Lima. He's also kind of like on the come up, I suppose. I think this should just make a good fight. Not really much to say about him because I don't really have much to say about either of them anyway. But hopefully this fight can be made. If probably not though, because he's unranked. He could get matched up with anybody by all means. And this is just the guy I found. So just get him a fight. Let's see more of him. That's what I want next for him. Then we reached the co-main, Yusuf's very boring but dominant win against Calvin Kattar. I don't know what was more entertaining, his fight against Calvin Kattar or Aljamain's fight versus Calvin Kattar. Biggest takeaway, Aljo got like a suplex. That being said, let's just see Yusuf Zahal versus Aljamain Sterling. Why not? Aljamain Sterling's coming off a loss. Yusuf Zahal's right next to him in the rankings. kind of makes sense to me on paper. Because I don't know who else Funk Master's gonna fight. Realistically, he's not getting a rematch with Evloev. Like, why not? Let's see it. This is gonna be a way bigger test for Yusuf. Test his grappling, his speed, against Aljo, who comes from 135. And I think it'll be a very good fight. What do you guys think? And then for the main event, Jared Cannoneer. Jared Cannoneer, he had a very good fight against RoboCop. Fight of the night, absolute war, dug deep, and he did his stuff. I love to see it. I was rooting for him all along. He was on quite the skid, and it was kind of sad to see. But he bounced back, which is what's really important. And now I want to see something big for him. Finding him a matchup was kind of hard as well, because right up there with him, he can either go down a little bit and fight Marvin Vettori. Already did that. Anything below that is kind of too far in my opinion. He already fought down like so many times, so I don't think he deserves that anymore. Just give him something up for once. And then going up is literally Kyle Barajo. Already did that. Robert Whittaker already did that. I mean, Israel Adesanya already did that too, but Hamza Chimaev, not gonna happen. Kyle Barajo, not gonna happen. And then I think Strickland is just too high up for him, to my opinion. I don't think they're gonna give him that. And then Imavov 100% out of reach. So in my humble opinion, between all the options, realistically, it's either gonna be Robert Whittaker or Israel Adesanya. And I just don't see Robert Whittaker fighting him again, to be honest. So I'm just gonna say that he's gonna fight Adesanya again. Why not, man? Put this on like a co-main when they go back to Australia again, or I don't know, something like that. I think it'll be a pretty interesting fight. Less stakes on the line. Maybe they'll lock in and do more. So yeah, it makes sense. But if you guys are new right here, be sure to subscribe. We're growing every day. The Caneo Army, we're going strong. Thank you for everyone who tuned into my stream the other day. I had a lot of fun. But until then, I'll catch you guys until next time. Peace.